All right, kids, well, welcome back. And this is the time that we have our activity to follow up on our lesson that we learned yesterday. And you know, we learned about the fish with the coin. All right, remember about that? And about how Jesus told Simon Peter to go fish, and he would catch a fish with his first try, and inside the mouth of the fish there would be a coin. And that's pretty cool. And the lesson that we're going to do today is a real simple lesson. It's just like an arts and crafts lesson. And we're going to make our own little fish, okay? And he's going to have a little coin in his mouth. So here is what he's going to look like. All right, now this fish looks a little bit like a whale, but you know what? You can make it however you want it to be. So all you're going to need is some construction paper. All right, just take some kind of paper, whatever color makes you happy. That's going to be for your fish. And then you can take other paper for it to make the coin. It could be, again, some other kind of construction paper. I had for the coin, I had some of this foil paper, which was kind of fun. And you can use that if you have it available, whatever you want to do. And you can actually decorate your fish. But the thing is, I know it's a short, quick little lesson, but when you have your fish, and you're using it, or you show your mom or dad or maybe someone that comes around and they see that little fish, you can explain the story behind it all right? How that you just have to have trust and faith in God. But we're going to get started, and I just want to show you, because I know a lot of times I teach you how to go about doing these, and we're going to just need a little piece of paper, okay, to get our fish. And usually what I recommend is that you just kind of fold it in half, all right? I always find it's a little easier when you're going to be cutting to just do something, just cut once, and then you can work with what you have. And just like I did this one, I made it like a little fish design. We're going to do the same thing, and because this is a big fish, you can do it a little different if you want to, but we're going to put a little tail on him. So he has a little tail, and then his body. And if you need some help, I know I often tell you that when we're doing little projects like this, that if you need some assistance with cutting or anything that we're doing, please ask your mom, your dad, if you have an older sibling, someone like that to help you, all right? So this is a pretty big fish, and we know that we're not going to need something that large, but what we're going to do is we're going to cut this in half, right through it, right through the center, because we have our construction paper. But one of the other things I mentioned that I didn't mention that you're going to need is a clothespin, because that's going to open the mouth of the fish, open and close, all right? All right, so we're going to do, so if the top is going to be the body, like the top part of the body, we're going to glue onto the top here. So when we open it up, that's the top of your fish. All right, make sure that you can see that. So your fish will open up. And then the bottom, take that little piece that we just looked at, and you're going to just make it a little bit smaller, because you want that to be the mouth. So flip it over, and we want to make it a little smaller. So let's see how we want to do this. We don't want it to be so thick. We want it just a little bit smaller, and we can do it like this, cut around it, just kind of using what you have to make it work. All right, so we're going to do it like this, so that way it looks more like a fish mouth. All right, so we're going to do that, and this part takes a little bit of time to let the glue harden, but you're going to just put a little glue on one part of the clothespin, and you're going to put your top part of your fish on that. Could get a little messy, just be patient with it. And then you're going to put a little bit on the bottom, and on the bottom part is where you're going to hook on your coin. So if you want to take, like I said, the foil paper, or we can even just take some of this yellow paper right now just to show you, just if you want to trace something that's a circle, or if you want to just kind of use just your judgment, just going through and try to make the best circle possible just by cutting it out, that works too. It doesn't have to be perfect. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to just make this as best as we can. And we're going to glue it on this right now so that it's on here. So just so that you can kind of get an idea. And that's going to be your coin that's going to be in there. And no one's going to really see that till the fish opens his mouth, all right? So we're going to just put a little more glue on the bottom part. And again, ask mom or dad or someone to help you. If you have some problems with it, don't get frustrated over it. It's not worth it. All right, so just go through and just have fun with it. And that's going to take a little while to harden, all right, to dry, so that it doesn't slip off of there. So don't be patient with it. Okay, we have to learn patience, so be patient with it. And again, I'm going to share that little proverb with you about trusting in the Lord with all your heart and leaning not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make your path straight. So we always need to rely on God for everything. And again, we're just going to put this together, just make sure this hardens. And until I see you next time, God bless.